These tips are for Gloomhaven's Red Guard character, along with a Skirmisher build. While normally Valraths are peaceful, well-mannered, and gentle, the demonic-appearing Red Guards are tasked with protecting their cities. After being outcast from their capital city of Jinda, the Red Guard has sought mercenary work in Gloomhaven. Armed with distinctive red armor, a chained sickle, and a shield, Red Guards have found a new purpose standing on the front lines, protecting their allies from harm. These Red Guard tips are designed to get players new to the class started and minimize the class's learning curve. The Red Guard is a chained sickle-wielding skirmish fighter that uses demonic powers of fire and sun to slice his enemies to ribbons. He is a straightforward, beginner-friendly character designed for short-range and front-line rapid-fire melee attacks. Your goal as the Red Guard is to pepper your enemies while distracting them from your allies. With high mobility and great pull techniques, you'll have no problem maneuvering around enemies and positioning them across the map. In the unlikely case where you're not moving across the battlefield, you're able to unleash a ridiculous number of attacks using both top card multi-attack abilities and bottom card attacks. Some of the advantages for playing the Red Guard include high mobility, rapid attacks, incredible pulling ability, short-range light attacks and support, incredibly fast initiative, you'll most likely be going first every round, great proximity attacks, and great looting options. To balance this, your Red Guard is going to have adequate durability, an inflexible initiative, and few hard-hitting attacks. You only have access to sun and fire for utility. And now on to the Skirmisher build. The most fun that I've had playing the Red Guard involves using rapid-fire attacks. This is most effective when most of your negative cards have been removed using perks, so that each individual attack is using a bonus. Being able to strike many times in a turn multiplies your ability to benefit from bonus cards. Pick cards that either power up fire or light elements, or possess multi-attacks. For Red Guard, most of these cards do not have lost actions, which helps your durability overall. Blade Dance is core to this build. A ranged pull 2, move, then ranged pull 2 allows for effective setups and bottom attacks or raw damage actions. For example, take Twirling Stabs and Warrior of the Sun so that you have bottom attacks that hit for 2. Flaming Sickle and Burning Sickle can reset your used elements while dealing additional damage. And Shocking Advance is another must-bring card for element generation and movement. Shield Spikes is incredibly useful for the bottom ranged heal and the bonus element, but it's an early drop as you level. This is what my basic level 1 build looks like, and fill in the remainder cards with your favorites. At level 2, take Barbaric Instincts, which adds burst damage and defense. I typically use this card for fire generation, and I pair it with a bottom attack action on a turn that I want to take a shock of damage. Or use it as a bottom skirmish attack while burning a light bonus so that you can get a bit of movement while also dealing some damage and adding a wound. At level 3, take Strangling Chain. The top action represents 4 damage at worst on high hit point defensive enemies. Pair with a bottom attack action at the same time. The bottom of this card lets you move very quickly when needed, and this is overall an incredibly flexible card to add to your deck. Level 4. Holy buckets, I wish we could take both of these options. You can't go wrong with Radiant Sickle. It's really nice, and if it speaks to you, go for it. However, Burn Away the Dark is a rapid-fire area burst melee attack that fits our theme. When that doesn't work for your group, go ahead and move, crowd control, swap out the awful cold and dark for fire and light. Seriously, just take Burn Away the Dark. Okay, stop here if you don't want spoilers for the level 5 to 9 cards that are hidden inside that package. Okay, spoilers. Level 5, Sand Devil. This is the only card that you have at this level to pick from. It gives you a minion. You should take it. It's totally worth the loss action. You can use it as ridiculously effective crowd control and skirmish damage that moves with you effectively throughout the dungeon. At level 6, our choice is Flying Sickle. The bottom fits our build of rapid fire attacks and moves. With the right elements, you are basically moving twice and attacking up to 4 times while building up experience and effects. The top is basically a tactical nuke that sets up further bottom attacks. At level 7, both of our cards are ridiculously viable. If you play with heavy melee friends, then take Vicious Ballet. Everyone gets an attack. Otherwise, take Horns of the Beast. This card is a strong blast that generates our most precious element, fire. You can ignore the bottom action of this card because the loss action is not worth losing a massive hit that also pushes enemies and generates fire and experience. At level 8, take Prismatic Sickle. You'll generate all the elements while dishing out a lot of damage. The most important aspect of this card is the late initiative, which gives you much more flexibility in your turn order. If you're delivering for this round, go first. Setting up for the next round, go last. It's a win-win. Otherwise, loot all the things. At level 9, take either card. If you feel like fire generation is an issue, the top action of Soaring Shield is incredible. If not, Honorable Fury is either a massive Omniblast that light crowd controls, or the bottom action sets up your next turn. My preference is Honorable Fury, because I like the big ranged attack, and I don't like loss actions. This has been the Bezro Redguard Guide. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. Please subscribe for more character creation guides like this.